is it? Where is it? Here it is. Can a man have no secrets without one of you devils sneaking up on him? I'm not stealing it. It's the badge of my people. From my tribe, from my world. Only the honored wear it. Like me. The scholars of my tribe. I'm talking to rats, as if they would understand the importance of such work. Where next? That is my only problem. These are the Downs, a land filled with the blush of robin's egg, filled with dreamers and the magic of Eon. And here, the Midlands. Beaches as wide as this very mountain, and trees as high as the sky. You know, they say the earth boils under the surface and seizes a man by the throat. And the territories where evil sparkles like gold. I've seen plenty of that land already. Where next? Here.
In an age when nature and magic rule the world, there is an extraordinary legend. The story of a warrior who communicates with animals, who fights sorcery and the unnatural. His name is Dar, last of his tribe. He is also called Beastmaster.
What is this?
A farewell gift. A garden.
It's where the wildflowers once grew.
And they'll grow there again unless you pluck them daily. I've planted seeds from my travels. Parsley and mango, squash. You get a lot to eat from this.
Tal, the forest has plenty of fruits and vegetables to eat.
But now you won't have to walk so far.
Oh, but I like to walk.
You choose hardship over ease of life. It's an interesting way to live. He saved me from the Terrans. That I will always remember. But I have a greater duty to my people. It is time.
Well, perhaps we'll cross paths again.
Perhaps.
It's a lamb rushing into a den of lions, huh? People. Always needing to change things. They can move the tides. They would. Change the world, leaving nothing born of nature. People. There, like before, like he was never here at all. Yes, the quiet. Tower's always chattering. It's worse than mockingbirds of darkness. I won't miss that. Not opinions, more than the fishes of the seas. The great world isn't flat, and a circle has no beginning. Yes? I know. But I don't care what you think. I'm talking to myself.
Come and get it, all fresh. We have got root cabbages, blood oranges, prickly pears.
May I have some of this spoiled fruit?
Only fresh for sale. What do you have to trade? And water flasks?
But if I use my water flask for food today, well, I go thirsty tomorrow.
Then you'll go hungry today.
I see that you are a smart man. You sell only the sweetest. The others aren't brave enough to throw away all the bad fruit, then all of it rots. I'll make you a wager for your goods. A simple riddle. Solve it, and I'll sort all of your fruit and leave with nothing. Don't, and I'll take your best piece. Agreed? At night they come without being fetched. By day they are lost without being stolen. What are they? I'll give you a hint. They belong to the night. Oh, come on. The answer is so simple.
Thief! Thief!
It wasn't me. I was just talking to him.
Him! The Aron!
Take the Aron thief away.
Why am I being detained? I haven't stolen anything. I'm just talking to him.
Using your mouth is your crime, Aron.
Please, give this to the one with the scar on his brow. If he's alive. If not, leave it on the island in his memory.
Island? What island?
Down! Row! Row! Harder, man!
I'm looking for a man whose mouth moves faster than a cricket's legs.
I've heard life on the island is quite an adventure. The only problem is it doesn't last very long. Less time than it takes to eat a meal. When you die today, think of all those you killed before you ate their meal.
We didn't kill them before we ate their meal. We killed them after.
You wretched troll!
Another stranger approaching. Hide yourselves. Get inside. Who is it?
I'm looking for a man. He's weak and scrawny. He has a ring on his finger. It's the color of a leaf. He was taken on a boat. Had an eagle's head.
He's over there. Get that man! Get him!
Does this mean I'm not going to the island?
I want to watch you die myself, Aaron. In several different pieces. Let's begin! Who are you?
A traveler. Looking for another traveler.
And that concerns me? Why?
That Aaron spoiled my land, covered my meadows with sticks and gourds.
Sounds like an Aaron. They are pests. Like fleas. Tiny and harmless looking. But let them live, and they sting you all over. We don't need their kind of free thinking in our world.
I want that man. Where is he?
What's left of him is on the island. He's gotten his punishment. You're free to leave. But a word of advice. Don't go there, or there'll be nothing left of you either.
Thank you. Why are you following me?
You were asking around about the Aaron. I know where they've taken him.
Why are you telling me this when others hide?
Because I'm looking for someone there too. And you were strong enough to help me. I see by your clothing that you're not a Terran. And like me, not from Tophet. You don't wish that man harm.
No. What crime did he commit?
Crime of reason, making others think. The Aaron are master tricksters. Pretending to be ignorant, but making others look so in the end. They are hated.
Just for challenging somebody's beliefs?
Wit is dangerous to the simple-minded.
This is Rue. He's a friend. He just wants to make sure you are as well.
Beastmaster.
This island, where is it?
On a delta, in the river. The story goes that evil lives there. I saw your friend. He won't last long.
I hope you enjoyed your ride. But all good things come to an end. What is waiting for you now will prove that. Throw him overboard! You next!
What's that? We should find cover and stick together. There's safety in the group.
Just what we had in mind.
Huh?
One of my people. Oh, no, no, no.
Help us, Aaron! Here! Up here! Need us help!
How'd you get up there? Look at this turn!
Just hurry, Fool!
Move along. There's a room up ahead.
Where'd you get this comb? Did you steal it?
Woman on the dock, she gave it to me.
You're alive.
She said something about leaving it on the island for you.
Did you touch her?
Did you touch her? I swear on my life, I only met her for a moment.
I will kill you if you're lying.
She thought you were dead, but hoped that you weren't.
Her hair. Was it down or up?
Down or up? Down or up? Down or up? Her hair was up.
Her hair is beautiful. Like raindrops on honeysuckles. Never touched by another man but me. I'd brush it nightly. It was brought here.
She still waits for you.
I'll see her again. Only our innocence has kept me alive.
You watch the raft and stay low. Rue and I will check the island.
You will come back, won't you?
If I don't, you get that raft and you go. And don't ever look back.
How long have you been here?
Long enough to see many die.
The cages, who made them?
Maybe the Tulfits. Maybe a sorceress. To keep the prisoners from making weapons. The creatures use the traps to catch their prey.
They don't fly?
No, they can't. Only glide a short distance. Other birds are the only things I don't kill. Sometimes I see them watching them, flexing their wings, trying to learn. If they ever do and make it off this island, no territory will be safe.
There was another ring like mine in the forest.
The dolphins hate your people.
But why? We're harmless.
Like the seabirds, your minds have wings, soaring above the rest. You put ideas into people's heads, ideas which topple rulers.
All life shifts. Not even the winds stay the same. Rigid thoughts are the ones which break most easily. And sometimes I think we're less than beasts. Even the wild ones recognize those that are greater than them. And these Tolfords want to destroy anyone who's different from them.
Travel below. Only seek food at night and never enter leafy terrain.
Wait, I'm coming with you.
No, I've watched your steps. Loud and clumsy. I plan to see Mahesa again. Stay back!
We can help each other!
Where's the other man you came with? It's well honed, but you'll never get a chance to use it.
Go away!
But if you know a way out...
Look, I said leave me, okay?
I don't understand.
Look, the boats will be coming and they'll see you. You! Since the rains, I have been here and survived, and now less than one sun with you and...
How long before the trapdoors open?
When they get here.
We're safe as long as we stay inside the cages. So, when the bottom drops out, we hold on to the bars.
Yes? For how long?
Nihilus? 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 Nihilus?
Stay low. Stay low, I said, but...
Nihilus?
I must be close to death. I can hear Mahesa's voice.
Where are you?
Well, I can't be far behind because I can hear something as well. Hey! Hey, over here!
If she is on this island, you want her up here with us too?
Over here!
Shut up!
Hey! I'm trying to save
do
us
this.
here!
So good to see your face again.
Why'd you come here? You knew the danger. We'll die here today.
Every night without you was a death. At least now we go together.
Had a rope we could tie ourselves in. Your hair!
No.
The bottom will open and we'll fall to our deaths.
And whose fault will that be?
Silas! Behind you! Come on, hobble!
Hold. Hold.
Cats!
Falling is something you do so well.
You could have done that for me.
Can you stand?
Are you okay?
The burrow, there!
Yeah.
They didn't know about this underground world until now. It'll never be safe once they learn how to get in. Hey, who are you?
He's the one who brought me here. He's a beastmaster. And that tiger belongs to him.
Rue doesn't belong to anyone. Where do these tunnels lead?
Throughout the island. But there's only one way to get off. The boat that brought me here. I plan to secretly tie myself to it and have it drag me back to Tolfit through the sea.
You would have died. These waters are full of crocodiles.
It doesn't matter. We have a raft.
We did. The other prisoner tried to take it. I stopped him, but he'd cut the rope, and the raft went with the current.
Do you have any vine?
Time for a little swim. Always good to bathe before becoming dinner.
Throw her
boat!
Gar!
Go! Leave me!
I can't leave without him!
It's him or all of us!
Stopping. Paying homage. The mightiest bird of them all, the noble eagle. This'll bear some weight.
Is your long journey back to your village in the mountains?
In Hayes' arms, no path is too difficult.
Thank you, Beastmaster. We'll be sure to spread the news that Azula still lives. And you, with all the words and the riddles.
Riddles?
Yes, in the market at Tofu. At night they come, without being fetched, and by day they're lost without being stolen. Tell me the answer.
Of course. It's nothing less than the stars.
Trap is safe.
Thank you.
It's easy to see why that man chose to stay alive.
Now you understand.
Yes.
Good.
Oh!
What?
A water flask.
You're still lucky you have your jade ring.
Well, maybe not. This thing almost got me killed.
No. Tau roots are important.
Even if they're not deep, it's been a long time since I've seen my tribe.
Some of the greatest trees have shallow roots. And they survive strong winds because they stand together. Their roots intertwine. You understand?
Yeah.
Good. Are you coming?
To the camp?
No more gardens, all right?
What's wrong with gardens?
Require water.
That one used air.
Air?
We do need water. Good idea. I'll dig a well.
No, no wells.
Why not? Carrying the water up the cliff, it'd be much easier.
Well, sometimes things are better when they're not easy.
Why does everyone resist change?